What's up, YouTube? So I'm on my daily walk and I just checked my crypto portfolio. Things are starting to get crazy. Things are starting to get spicy. ETH just crossed a new all-time high. Chainlink's at $27. I have a ton of Chainlink. This is probably going to trigger an alt season. Alts are going to go insane. There's a good chance we're going to be in a full bull run pretty soon. And that sounds great, right? Bull run. Number go up. We're all going to make money. If you have crypto, you've already made money. But 90% of people will not leave this market in profit. 90% of people lose their entire bag. 90% of people ride the wave up, they ride the whole bull run, and then it crashes on them, and BlackRock uses them as exit liquidity and dumps on them, and you lose all your money. So I'm making this video. I'm going to give you one piece of advice, just one. It's not going to be a long video, a few minutes long, but if you listen to this one piece of advice, it'll save you a lot of money. I wish I could go back in time and have somebody tell me this last bull run, because I got fucked in the ass. What I'm going to tell you is going to hopefully prevent that from happening to you in this bull run. And that one rule, that one piece of advice, is have an exit point for each of your coins. This is so simple. Have an exit point for each of your coins and actually fucking follow the exit point. So for Chainlink, for example, it's at $27 right now. Pre-plan in your mind and do not negotiate. You have to be ruthless with yourself, because as this bull run kicks off, things are going to get crazy. FOMO is going to set in and emotions are going to take over. And what most people do is they're emotional traders. They buy crypto, and in the last few months it's been down, and their emotions were telling them you should sell. A lot of people sold, and people were fearful. An emotion, fear. They were trading off of an emotion, not numbers, not logic, not predetermined logic or a plan. They were just trading off their emotions. If you do that, you will get bent over and fucked by this market. I promise you. I promise you, just listen to me. Take my word for it. I've been there 2 bull runs, and it happened less the last bull run, but it still happened. So you need to have an exit point for each of your coins. And when the market goes up to that exit point, and you're taking screenshots and sending it to your friends and shitting on them, you're talking about how you're going to buy your Lambo, sell some of it at least sell 50%. What I'm going to suggest to you is to have an exit plan, a tiered system where you have a plan to sell 25% of your coins at this mark, 50% of your coins at this mark, 75, or maybe just dump it all at that point if it reaches a certain number. But you need to have these numbers in mind, write them down, and don't negotiate with yourself, because as the market goes up, everyone is going to say crypto's the new thing. Oh my gosh, DeFi and AI is going to revolutionize the way we transact in the entire world, and because last bull run it was NFTs. Everyone's like, oh, NFTs are so crazy, and at the peak of it, everyone was saying crypto is never going to go down. It's the future. The world has changed, and the reason that crypto was worthless just 6 months ago, that logic is gone. Now crypto is the future, and it's never going down. So people held onto their bags. They might have had a price when they bought Ethereum at $600 that they were going to sell it at $2,000. Ethereum hits $2,000, and they don't sell it. Instead, they ride it all the way up to $4,000. People are saying ETH is the future, and then it crashed all the way back down. And they could have made a lot more money than they did. Don't let that happen to you. Be ruthless. Have this exit price in your mind. And when your coin hits that price, hit the sell button. It's going to hurt when you don't want to sell. Is usually the time you should be selling. And if you're screenshotting, that's a rule. If you're screenshotting your portfolio, you're screenshotting a coin, the 80x, and sending it to your friends, if it's good enough to screenshot, it's good enough to sell. Not all of it if you don't want to, but at least sell half. At least sell half. Leave this market in profit. And, if you don't, because here's the thing, most of the coins we're trading are still vaporware. Besides Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the bigger coins, Most of it is still vaporware. It's not being used today, and it might not be used in the future. And I guarantee you these prices in 6 months, in 2 months, maybe tomorrow, no one knows, are gonna crash. They're gonna go down to rock bottoms again, and you are going to wish that you had traded with logic, that you had had an exit point, and that you would pull the trigger when your coin hit the tiered exit points. So say for Chainlink, it's at $27. I'm not gonna tell you my price because I don't want you copying me, you fucks. But let's say that Chainlink goes up to $50 and I say, wow, this is a massive, I'm up like 4 or 5x at least from where I bought it. I'm gonna sell 30%. And then if it goes to 60, I'm gonna sell more. And if it hits 80 ever, I'm gonna dump it all. Those are even probably way too high numbers, but I'm just saying them as an example. Because if you don't do this, the reason that crypto is so dangerous and why most people ride their bags all the way up with the bull run and then all the way back down is because there isn't a traditional or fundamental way of valuing these coins. With companies like Tesla, you do an X of their earnings. So if a company is making $1 billion, it might be valued at 10 billion. There's some concrete way of valuing it. With crypto, it's all in the sky. It's all fugazi, fugazi. So if your coin, you buy this coin at $2 and it goes to 200, in your brain, you're thinking, and people are gonna be telling you this, and the FOMO is gonna kick in, the emotion. Like any other fucking investment, if you went from $2 to 200, you would sell. But with crypto, in a bull run, it's mass hysteria, and people will be trading with the emotion and saying it's gonna go to 1,000. Like I bought Doge at sub 1 cent, and I remember it went to 11 cents. I was up like 1,000x. And people were saying it's gonna go to $1. So I held my Doge expecting it to go to $1. And then it went down and I sold it lower. Don't let that happen to you. Have a preset number and be ruthless with yourself. Sell that preset number and thank me in a year when you take big profits instead of being exit liquidity for BlackRock.